There are 246 additional cases reported in today's numbers. They're all locally acquired. 90 of those cases are linked to known outbreaks and other cases. The rest are under investigation by our public health team. That takes us to a total of 1,786 cases. All but 4 of those are local. Just to go through the age breakdown, I know that's of interest to all Victorians. 273 of those are aged 0 to 9. 284 are aged 10 to 19, 456 are aged in their 20s, and 284 are aged in their 30s. There are 110 people in hospital, 30 of those are in ICU, 14 of those are on a ventilator. And just to give people a clear sense and hopefully remove any doubt that this is everybody's business, the age range of those ventilated patients is 17 years of age through to 76 years of age, and there are people in their 40s, 50s and 60s in between. So anyone can fall ill to this, anyone can become seriously ill to this virus, and that's why we all have to work so hard, and that's why it's so impressive that so many Victorians are doing the right thing to limit the spread of this virus. These numbers, obviously at 246, we want less cases rather than more, but if we acknowledge that this moves so quickly, our task, all of us together, is to limit the growth in the number of cases, to keep them lower than they would otherwise be. That buys our state time to get people through the vaccination program, and it also takes the pressure off our health system. Those 4 weeks that we spent in hard, fast lockdown has prevented 6,000 cases and 600 admissions to hospital. That puts us in a strong position, but it's very finely balanced, and that's why the rules apply to everybody, and that's why we all have to play our part, and that's why we're so proud and so pleased that so many Victorians are doing just that in extremely difficult circumstances. There were 32,300 vaccinations administered yesterday, a good strong day. That takes us to a total of 2,643,019 doses that have been administered in our state-run clinics, and I would just make the point that we were, I think when we first signed up to this, we were due to do about 25% of the work. We're doing about 50% of the work, and it's a credit to the teams that are working at those 55 designated state-run hubs. They're doing a fantastic job, and of course it's a credit first and foremost to all of those Victorians who've come forward to get vaccinated. Today we can report that we're at 61.4% first doses administered, so we've pushed through that important 60% first dose barrier, as it were, and we are well on our way to not just meeting our target of 1 million vaccinations over 5 weeks, but we're ahead of schedule, so it looks like we will in fact beat that number or reach the 1 million a little earlier than we had thought. Days, not weeks, but it's a mighty effort to have achieved so much in our state clinics to this point.